Hello there, everyone. This is Andre of GVGINU, and it's been a while since I have done a video with the Gamergate hashtag on it. But I'm going to reference some things that involve Gamergate, so I think it's appropriate. Even though this video is addressing the one Mr. Jimmy Kimmel. Personally, I have no problems with the guy, personally. I don't. I've actually liked some of the things he's done comedically. I've been fine with him. And before anybody sees this video and says, well, he's doing that thing with Markiplier, yes, I already know about that. I know about that, and it's cool. But Mr. Jimmy Kimmel, I'm just being respectful as he is someone I don't know, said he didn't understand why people like to watch gamers play games on YouTube. There are bound to be many varying reasons for that. They could like the YouTuber who's playing the game. They could be looking for some sort of strategies for a game that they're playing. There's a multitude of different reasons as to why someone would want to watch another person play a game. Sometimes it's just entertaining to watch another person play something. Whether you've played that game or not, it's just entertaining. And depending on who it is, it could be really entertaining or it could be bland and boring. So, I mean, it's really just a thing of preference, to be honest. Like me, with my gameplay videos, I do the Streets of Rage Remake SOR Maker mods. There's a very, very niche group of people who like to watch those mods. And I'm fine with that, because I'm one of those people that likes to play those mods. Sometimes we like to watch and see how someone else's skills compare to our own. And I've gotten compliments on how I play quite often because of the limitations that I've set for how I play the game. Because you can vary the rules on how the game, how your characters can interact with the enemies. So, there's, like I said, there's a multitude of different reasons. But the most prominent reason is entertainment. People are entertained. When you get to see the reactions of someone like Markiplier or PewDiePie, oh gosh, I can't stand PewDiePie's character on YouTube. And I keep saying that. But he's made so much money because he's doing something that is entertaining to people. And honestly, from what I've read up on him, he's a pretty decent dude. Which is why I've said before, I could probably hang out with him. I just don't like him on YouTube. It's not a personal thing. I don't like how his personality is for his videos. And I can't really tell if that's just for his videos. It kind of seems like it, at least from my perspective. But I'm getting away from my point. Look, Mr. Kimmel, you came out and said some very nasty things. Well, I'm not even going to say nasty. You said some things that a lot of people didn't like. A lot of gamers didn't like. But, as referenced by Denise Takes video, there were other people who had positive responses to what you said. Not like, oh, I agree with you and you're right, all gamers are losers because they're watching other gamers play games. No, not that type of thing. There were people who literally gave decent criticisms and constructive criticisms. And I'm pretty sure it was your team that picked the worst of the worst as far as the YouTube's comments go. But there were actually people who responded in peaceable ways to you. And to me, it's to your own detriment that those things weren't shown. And it's also very hypocritical of you, because I do remember one situation where you dealt with, I can't remember the person's name, but I'm pretty sure she was a head person at Gawker. And remember how they wrote that you were getting out of a car drunk, wrote something about you being drunk? Or is there ever a moment where you can't find Jimmy Kimmel intoxicated or something like that? And just for point of reference, were you not getting out of your car from a birthday party with your family, like your kids and your grandparents or something like that? I don't know exactly what it was, but I do remember seeing that video not that long ago. You criticized her for painting an untrue picture of you. But then you turn around and do that about gamers in the YouTube gaming community? And you want to know the funny thing? Gamers have dealt with the likes of Gawker and even mainstream media. I mean, actual researched mainstream media that hasn't really been doing a whole lot of research as of late, through Gamergate. See how it came full circle? Whereas Gamergate is proving the fallacies that these people bring up and these things that these people are saying about gamers in general, about whitewashing the whole group and in these negative ways. That's exactly what you did on your show. And that's the thing I can't let go. That's the thing I want to talk about. You pulled a hypocritical move. I understand you have to do what you have to do for the ratings of your show, but when it comes to your person, how you are represented in the media, and then you turn around and point out that those things that were being said about you when dealing with that Gawker lady, you literally pointed out that what was said was absolutely and completely false. And they painted a picture of you off of the surface layer, and you literally just did that about gamers on your show. You and your staff have done that about gamers on your show. Now, would you really want someone else doing that to you? I'm sorry, me as a person, if someone does something to me, I don't want to turn around and then do that very same thing to someone else. I don't want to whitewash a group of people and say, hey, you're all bad people because this one guy over there in that back corner of the room who's associated with you said some nasty things. Now, I'll give it to you. Those comments, those were some atrocious comments. And those were done by people who are reactionary. They're very reactionary. And I used to be a reactionary person. I can't say I'm fully not reactionary, but I know now to put more forethought into the things that I say and the things that I do. And it seems like when your staff decided, hey, we're going to run this set, we're going to give you this stuff to talk about after that video, the set that you did insulting this community. Yes, there were a lot of people pissed off at you. It can't be helped. You could have said something completely positive and you would have still pissed off at least one group of people. It happens. You can't avoid pissing off other people. But you can avoid being disingenuous about what you're saying. That you can do. And that, Mr. Kimmel, is my problem. Not that you ran your set. I could really care less. My problem is the things that came after your set and what you did then in reaction to the backlash that you received. That is where I disagree. That is where my problem lies. And that is where I think that you have done wrong. Now, I would urge you, Mr. Jimmy Kimmel, to look into the things that Gamergate has done. The actual things that they have done, not the propagated story that's pretty much all over the media. Like, what situation just recently happened? There were 2 reporters that were gunned down in Virginia. And then a news station in Georgia went ahead and connected Gamergate to that shooting, even though they had evidence that proved to be the opposite. Don't push an agenda. Push the real facts. Push the real situation. That's what I have to say. Other than that, thank you very much for listening. I know this video was pretty quick. Quality is kind of low because I just did this really quick. But that's really it, people. Thank you very much for listening. Keep your eyes and ears up for more of my stuff. Till the next time, enjoy your games and be straight up with people.